Good evening, everybody, and a very warm welcome. Thank you for joining back. And I hope you're in the best of health and spirits. So, first things first, am I audible? Okay, loud and clear, right? Yeah. Okay. Yes, good evening, everybody. Thank you so much. Okay, so before we start, I want to give it 5 minutes before I start to see if anybody else joins, and then we will start off with our agenda, our assignments, everything. Just want to understand whether you have any questions. Do you use this time to ask me your questions? Please ask me your questions. No questions. Or any class on Saturday, Sunday? No, no class on Saturday, Sunday, and neither on Independence Day. Okay, Shanti, no questions. Okay. So what should we do then in the next 5 minutes before we start off? 3 more minutes. Okay, Vigneshwar. Okay, Shabina, what is the difference between function and methods? Vigneshwar. Vigneshwar, in fact, you should be able to do it. Okay. Sayada, yeah, there will be class tomorrow. No reason for no class. Shanti, exciting for today's class. Yes, absolutely. Me too. I'm also excited for today's class. Shabina, you still have a difference between function and methods. Okay. Still, you're not able to understand it. That's okay. I will say for the moment, leave it. Whenever I'm talking of a data type, like integer, numbers, strings, etc., and I'm saying that use the method, understand that it is a function which is present in that particular data type class. Okay. Is it okay for the moment, Shabina? Yeah. Good evening, Nishant. Yeah, just keep this in mind. And function is when I will actually write some piece of code which will do a repetitive task. LMS has not been submitted. LMS, yes, I had a message from Amar, wherein he tells me that the things been rectified. It should reflect in a while. Okay. Amar, any comments? Can you please address them on this?
Sorry, what is the question?
LMS.
LMS. So yeah, guys, within 10 minutes, it will be there. They're asking for material, right?
Yes.
Yes. You can just refresh LMS within 10 minutes. It's there for
Okay.
sure.
Okay. 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 Rushali wants me to explain init function. Rushali, you don't need to learn classes and objects. Directly want to go to init. Yeah. You need to learn classes and objects. Only then you will understand what is in it. Yeah, Minal, I've seen your question. He said hi to me. I will explain it to you. Okay. Let's take up your case. And I have missed out one more important function, which is the input. That also I will tell you. Yeah, just hold on with the assignments. I'm coming to it. Just hold on with the assignments, please. Okay. So yes, Minal, do you see what happens when I put this? It says, he said hi to me, invalid syntax. Perhaps you forgot a comma. So what is happening? See, he said, so starts with a single quote, a double quote, ends with a double quote. So what the interpreter is thinking is that this statement is the first string that it has to print. And then it is thinking, what is the next string that I have to print? Where is it? So it doesn't find it sees one quote ending, but not a quote starting. That is why it gives you an error. What you can do is very simply, you can say this. Okay. Or what you can do is you can put for this colon over here, you can do like this. Put it with a backslash. Put it here with a backslash. This backslash means that you're telling the interpreter, don't take this double quote here to mean the starting of a string. It is just a double quote. It doesn't mean I'm starting a string object or ending one. So it inhibits the specialness of the double quote. Okay. In that vein, there are three things I will tell you about from strings. Again, we will go back to strings a bit. That is, in strings, we learned about the various string classes, functions, etc., methods rather. So there are a few things called as special characters in string. Okay, so what happens is, let me show you. Print. He said /n hello. So what do you think this print will give you as output? Oh yeah, thanks Ajay. Yes, you're right. I haven't shared my screen. Okay. So can you see my screen now? So can you see my screen now? So he said /n hello. What do you think will be the output? What will this print statement give you? Right, Sheikh. He said hello. Next line, correct. So this /n means a new line. Go over to the new line. Similarly, if you do like this, he said /n, then a /t, hello. So this /t means a tab. Okay, these are all special characters. So to take away or inhibit their specialness, you can always put before the /n, if you put another backslash, let's see what happens. Then this /n, now the interpreter understands that we have to consider it as just a /n. Okay. And suppose I do like this. Okay. Then it will understand, the interpreter understands that this again is just something called /n and /t, not a new line and a tab. This can be done in one shot as follows. Instead of giving it every time, prefacing with a backslash every time, if you want to take away the specialness of something, then you can do like this. Okay, this is known as a raw string. This R over here means it's a raw string. That means the interpreter is told that any special characters which you feel is inside this string, please treat it as just a raw character, not as a special character. Xenia, not forward T, it is /backslash/T. It leaves one tab space. Okay. Hi, Khaja. Yeah, thank you. Good evening to you as well. /n means Supriya, it means a new line. I am not sure what is this /r, Shabina. If you can just check out and tell me what it is. I know there's something called R, which is a raw string, which I've told you just now. I've explained to you. I'm not sure what is the /r. Okay. Now, closely connected with this concept is something called as an input. If you remember on the first day, I was telling you about how to take an input from an user and typecast it. So this is very important for you because you will be asked to take values from the user on the fly, on the go. So the input function, it actually puts a prompt to the user. It prompts the user to do certain activity, gets a value from the user, and by default returns it as a string from the standard input. Okay, so if I give like this, hi user, please enter your age. Let me see, age equals to this. Okay, so then what it does, it says, hi user, please enter your age. So if you now give 10 and you type age, it will give you a string, 10 string. So in such cases, you have to typecast this into an int. What is age? 10. Sonali /t means a tab, which is basically 3 to 4 spaces. / and Janvi, it means that you are negating a new line. Nagmani, which output? You need to paste the question here. Okay, so now one more concept, one more last interesting concept from strings. I had used something like this on day one. F, then like this. Hi, my name is, say, Deep, and my age is /age. Okay. Now, what you see here is called as a formatted string, F. It tells the interpreter that this is a formatted string. Means what? You are going to pass values to this print statement dynamically instead of writing something like towards the end like this. I will show you. You can pass it dynamically. Deep is not defined here. Sorry. Name should be equals to. Okay. Instead of writing like this, print, hi, my name is, okay, name, my age is age. Instead of doing all this complex way of writing the printing out, you can do it very simply in this way that I'm showing you. It's called as a formatted string. So if you look here, this placeholder here takes some dynamic value as I had given here, like name, age is so and so. So, and it prints out your name and age. Okay. My screen is not visible. I think my screen is fairly visible. Yeah, thanks Digvijay for confirming. Okay, Tushar confirms. Yes, Jayant confirms. Shanti confirms. So, okay. Revati confirms. Habiba confirms. Thank you, all of you. Just check your connectivity. Sometimes the network is low. It might not be streaming properly. Okay. Kamakshi, Shabina, all of you, Sabina, who are asking me questions or doubts on these old topics, just hold on. What I request is, please write down your doubts. So when we take a break in between again for a doubt session, I will ask you. Okay. Yes, Shanti, I'm coming to yesterday's assignment. So this was, okay, fine, all of you. Are you comfortable with these three things I've told? Ages 10, how you got, I have assigned it, Sadika. I use that as my input. Okay, so I got an input as age and I passed that to the formatted string placeholder. So here, if you see, I took an input, age is equal to int input, hi user, please enter your age. Okay, so age was 10, and then the same thing has been put up in the formatted placeholders of the formatted string. Okay, so as we move on writing codes, you will use these two concepts very frequently. And so you will get a grip on it. Don't worry. Just remember what I've said now. Okay, coming to yesterday's assignments quickly. Let me see what was the assignment. So these were the assignments from yesterday. You were supposed to work on all these methods, string methods. And also I had asked you to find out the use of the star and plus for the list operator. Okay, list data type, sorry, not list operator, list data type. Okay, so have you done it? Can each one of you give me an example of these functions? Any one function you can take up, each one of you. Okay, good. Ketki, if you have done it, please start pasting here in the DM. Okay, yes, Ajay, but you need to give me an example also. No, Farooq, star doesn't multiply into new list. It actually repeats. Okay, yes, Nagmani. Nagmani, you need to use a dot upper with the string, right? It is not like upper ABC. Yes, correct, Rushali. Yes, right, Sanjeevni, correct. ABC dot upper, right. Okay, good, Kamakshi, yes, ABC 22 is Alnam, true. Yes, correct. Good, Shanti. Okay, wish ABC dot low ABC. So you need to give it in a quotes wish, then dot lower with closing the braces. Okay. Yes, Shweta S dot upper. Good. Yes, correct, Farooq. Good. Okay, Pravina. Good. Pravina, you have checked geeks for gigs. Very good. I'm happy. Okay, gigs for gigs. Correct. Yes. Ayanka. Ayanka. Correct. Good. Okay. Good, guys. Now I'm telling you to check one more method quickly called as count. String method called as count. Yes, Roshali. Yes, correct. Whether all the given characters are digits or not. Okay. Okay, Ketki has put up the entire thing. Correct. Okay, Farooq, strip and strip. Basically, I will tell you what happens. Acha, in the meanwhile, I will tell you, but in the meanwhile, you quickly check out what does the count method do. Okay. Yeah, Vishal, that is also present in, let me see. Okay, with the, so if you give here, say suppose the character D, how many times it occurs here? So it will give you 1. So the count method is also one important method. Okay. Now strip and R strip, Farooq has told me that he has not understood the difference. Farooq, look at this intently. Okay. See, there's a space here. Hello, Farooq. Okay. So you need to remove the space. Okay, so such cases, suppose if you use R strip, will this work? R strip means strip any space from the right. Okay. Strip, yeah. So it doesn't because there's nothing in the right. Let's see if there's an L strip. Dot. Strip, yes. Now I'm saying remove any spaces from the left. It removes it as hello, Farooq. Now suppose there's spaces at the beginning as well as the end. Now what you need to do, you need to use the strip method so that any spaces at the beginning or at the end are removed off. Many times you might have to do string comparison with something, one string with another. Now the string might be same, but because of these spaces at the beginning and the end, and at the end, you will get a false condition. So it's always better to strip off. Our strip is just printing. Shanti, you will understand what happens. Suppose, okay, I will tell you. Suppose this. I will give you an example. Name equals to, say, ask the user, input, please enter name. Okay. And the user enters, suppose this, say Mohit. Now you're comparing. Okay, let me do this. Suppose user is Mohit and then a blank. What is name? See Mohit. Now you're comparing. Name is equal to Mohit. This is your condition. Print Mohit traced. Else Mohit missing. See, you see, just because if this one strip, this one blank, it is not matching. Rather, what if I can do is if name dot strip equals to Mohit and Mohit trace. So this is the importance of strip. Sanjay, not needed now. There are things called regex. When we go to that regex methods and tools, you will understand how to remove a space in the middle. Why we don't put colon in the front of if? Why do you want to put a colon in the form of if? Anyway, I haven't gone to if even now. Till now, I haven't gone to if else, so forget it now. Ayush, strip just removes any white spaces, any blanks, basically spaces from the beginning and the end of a string. Okay, just remember that. If at the beginning of your string there's a leading white space and at the end there's a trailing white space, then strip removes these white spaces. That's it. Okay, good. Now I will come back to this. So today's agenda. Today we are going to cover the main important list methods. Then we will visit the loops and conditional statements, if, else. We will understand list comprehension. Then we will look at the next two data types, which are tuples and dictionaries. Okay, so full focus here, full attention. When I'm saying something, just concentrate on the topic at hand. Work along with me, follow along, code along. So yesterday I had told you that lists are mutable. Lists also, let me create a list of, say, fruits. There's apple. Oh, just a second, guys. I will switch on one more light. Just give me a minute, please. apple, guava, then let's say orange. This is my list of fruits. Now I can do the same splitting and slicing, etc. I can do, okay, I can do this. Okay, then I can also, let me see, into two. So it repeats. Okay, it repeats the same list again. Do you see apple, guava, orange, apple, guava, orange? But no change to the original list. It just prints out. Then you can actually use the plus for concatenating. Like strings, you can use the plus for concatenating. But the original list is not affected. Here's what I'm saying. Say apple, guava, orange, say papaya. Okay, just prints out like this, but the original list is not modified. I had told you yesterday that lists are mutable. That means I should be able to insert new elements, delete old elements, update certain list members. Let me now say I am going to insert that papaya into this list. And I'm going to insert it at the end, which also is known as appending. So what I'm saying is I'm using a method called append. And I'm going to say papaya. Now, how does my list look like? Just apple, guava, orange, papaya. Suppose I want to insert 3 or 4 objects together at one shot. Say I want to insert 3 more fruits, but not one at a time. Say I want to insert the fruit names. List new fruits. So say, what fruit should I put? Give me a few suggestions. Guava is there. Mango, okay. Mango, good. Banana, cherry. Okay, mango, cherry, fig, chiku, grapes. Okay, I will also put in dates. I love dates. I'll put in dates. Chalo, mango, chiku, dates. Let's have 3. Okay, now I want to put all these into the old list. So I say list underscore fruits dot. There's a method called an extend. Sabina, you see the term now I'm using method because these functions are part of the list data type class. It has a functionality. What am I doing? I am inputting to it a list of fruits. And what is the output of this? What the output does this function perform? That it appends all these fruits individually into the old list. See? It appends them individually. Okay, so you see they are very similar. Extend and insert, extend and append are very similar. Can you take a minute off, try and see what happens if instead of, if like in extend, you actually put in a list, another list. Okay, so extend always takes an iterable or like something like a list or tuple. What if in the append also, in this append method, you had passed another list? Can you see and observe what happens to the existing list if you append it with another list? Okay, take out a minute off and try this on your own. So you need to start getting your hands dirty now. Most interesting parts are coming after this list comprehension. It will show you how expressive Python is and how powerful it is. Good, Janavi. Appending as a single element. Output it for me and show me. No, Sanjay, you need to pass a list. You need to append a list. Not simple statements like that, okay? That is why you're getting that issue, that error, type error. Sadika ji, there's a bit of difference. Append and extend are not similar. They're very similar, but they're not similar. Yes, Aditya. Let me see what you've done. Correct. Yes, Aditya, right. Extend function will add one list into another, Kashmira. No, let me explain it to you guys. Most of you are giving me the output correctly, but understand here's what happens. Okay, all eyes on my screen only, and you should be mentally present here as well. See, with extend always takes a list or maybe a tuple also as its input, but it picks out each individual element from that list and inserts it at the end of the original list, to which it is extending. It is extending by new elements. That's where the term comes, extend. You are extending the original list with new elements. These elements are passed as in the form of a list or a tuple, but in the end, the output is that you get each individual element from the list and or tuple into your original list. Whereas if you use the same concept for append just puts it in as it is format. It takes an object or it takes an input. Let me say list new fruits here again. Now you see what it does it. You see, it just appends to the end that list object or that list element. That entire list is appended to the end of the current list. Okay, we have said that, Kashmira, thank you. Maybe I got you wrong. Yeah, correct. Wish you didn't get the point. What point? Rushali, have explained it again now. I hope you have understood it. Yeah, Jahnavi, correct. Output is correct. Harsh, I'm not sure what is this A plus B work similar. Set the context up for me. Okay, good. Thank you, Kashmira. I'm very happy to hear that you are enjoying the session. Good, Kritika. Extend is like concatenation. No, Wish, it's not exactly like... so, Wish, first of all, you take off C and Python from your mind. Just Python. Don't draw any parallels now. I will tell you when to draw parallels, okay? Okay, Jayant, what have you done? Append high. Yes. So what is the output, Jayant? Did you try out the output? And Jayant 1, Kumar, high. There should be a gap actually. Yeah, Harsh, correct. List 1 plus list. No, Harsh, what happens? List 1 plus list 2 is known as concatenation. Now, what you're saying is correct, but it doesn't save it as a part of the original list. But with extend, it saves this new list L2 as a part of the original list. Okay. Janhavi has a very good question. I want to answer this. Shanti, please explain within that shows that. Shanti, I did that just now. You see my screen, you will understand. Okay, guys, 1 second. Please don't type in anything. Hold on. Janhavi is asking me, is concatenation and insert method work similar for a list? What do you think, friends? What do you think? Is concatenation and insert, are they working in a similar method for a list? Okay. Most of you are saying no, sir. Okay. You know what is happening in concatenation and insert? What is the difference? Exact difference. Tell me the main important difference. Roshni, concat means add two lists. That is correct. But the extend is also adding up two lists into that one list. Fish concatenation. Okay. See, the main point here which you should remember is the memory usage. In extend, what is happening? No, actually, excess memory is being used up. It's like this. I've kept this. So by the way, guys, you can download this draw.io. It's a very lovely tool for drawing and all. So when you want to understand the concepts, you can draw in this way. And it's a freeware. So you don't need to buy a license and all. Okay, so what is happening here is that suppose append. Okay, append or extend, whatever we use, it's like this. It is actually using up excess memory. The memory is being extended. If the memory was being used till here, now it's being extended, and till this point, the elements are being stored, getting stored. But with concatenation, you know what? Nothing happens. It's just like they are putting it into the output stream, into the print. That's it. There's no memory that is being used up. Get the point? So memory usage in case of extend or append, the original list is being modified, more memory is being taken up. But in concatenation, the memory is not being used up until and unless you store it into another new list element. Yeah, so that's the primal difference between these two. That's the primordial difference. Now, we saw append and extend, they are adding new elements, correct? But they're doing it at the end. What if, suppose I want to add a new element at, say, after the guava? How do you think we can do this? Give it a shot. Let me see whether you can find this out. After this guava, means say index position 0, 1, at the index position 2, you need to put a guava. Not guava, you need to put a new fruit. Let's say what? Let's say muskmelon. You need to give me, by using what is fine, you need to give me the example. Now you show me an output. You write a small code expression and show me how it is being done. You have understood what to use. That is very good. No, Shanti, append will not work here. Append, friends, append always inserts thing to the end, whether it's append or extend. At the end, it will do so. But what if in between you have to do something? Okay, some of you are correct. Dot insert, right? Correct. So the correct method to use here is known as insert. So you see dot, then I wait. For me, I get it. Insert. It says index comma object. Means what position? Say, let me say at index position 2, I want to put up musk melon. So this method modifies the list as follows. Now you see, at index position 2, orange was present previously. Now at index position 2, musk melon has come in. So this is one important method. Okay, then what? Let me see then what methods are there, which I should tell you, which are important. Achha, so how will you find the number of elements that are there in a list? Tell me quickly. How many elements are there in the list? Write an expression. which tells me how many elements are present in the list of fruits. Not count. How many characters are there in a string? How do you write a small program to find it? How many characters are there in a string? Good, Shabina, but you need to write it out. Yes, Swaroop. Good, Kamakshi. Good. Rahul, slashing, indexing, and slicing. It's slicing, not slashing. Yeah, same like strings. Yesterday I showed you. Good. Very good, Jayant. Yes. Anna Kumari. Good. Digvijay. No, Digvijay, it's not length, len dot. Remember, length is a built-in function. So you have to use it like strings. You have to use it like this. So 9 elements are there. Am I correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so 9 elements are present. Length. Acha. Since lists are mutable, do you feel I can delete one of the elements? Can I delete? Okay, can you tell me how I can delete an element? Suppose I want to delete the element muskmelon, which I've inserted. How will I delete it? Write a small program. You need to write the entire program. You can't just say this method, that method. You need to write the small program for me. Pop, okay, pop. I will come to pop later. Yeah. No, not dot delete. So what you can do is, suppose I want to delete muskmelon. So muskmelon is at index position 2. So DEL space list of fruits. Now what it is? This. Okay, so muskmelon was removed. Now there's another method called remove. What remove does is interesting. If you give a value, it removes the first occurrence of that value. Means, suppose I want to remove guava. So if there are multiple guavas in this list, only the first guava will be removed. The first one that is encountered. Okay. Continuing with the principles of removing or deleting, there's another method called pop. So how many of you have worked with stacks and queues? So remember pop, push, pop. Yeah, array concept, data structures concept in C++. Yes. Correct. Deleting topmost element or lastmost, LIFO, FIFO based on that. Here in pop, what happens? See, if you see this pop, it removes index equals to -1. So by default, if you don't pass any input to this method, it removes the object at index -1, which is the last function, which is the last element. What was the last element? This list. So it is removed. However, you can also specify some other index location. Suppose I want to remove the element at index location 2. So it will remove that element and tell you that, okay, I have popped out this element. Good. I was anticipating this question. Shabina asks me this question. What is the difference between pop and remove? Good. Yes, Mahi, it is used in stack and data structure. Correct. So let's see what is the difference. Let me try removing something called as blackberries. If I try removing an element or an object which is not present as a part of the string, of the list, sorry, and I use the remove method, then I will get an error called as value error. What is this value error and all? Leave it now. More of it when we go to the exception sections, but you will get an error called as value error, which will say, hey, this object is not there in the list. What are you even trying to remove? So it's actually accusing you of doing something wrong, something stupid. What if I use the same method for say pop? Pop, obviously I can't put object. I have to put the index. Suppose I say index location 10, whatever is the object, remove it. So then what it does is it will give me a error based on the index location not existing. Okay. So the main difference, if you can notice, is that one is removing or trying to remove based on the object name or the object itself, and the other is removing or trying to remove based on the index location. Got it? That's the main difference. Yes, Siddesh, good. Siddesh says pop used with index number and remove for specific item. Very good. You have summarized it quite well. Okay. Now, guys, quickly try and find out if there's a method, list method, which can reverse your string in a ulta order. You need to reverse your string. Manjunath, you need to give me the complete program. I don't want the method name only. Yes, Sabina, that was what I was telling you. Only the first item will be removed. So you have to actually run a loop and remove it multiple times. Jayant will list underscore fruits dot colon -1 reverse the entire list for you. Check correctly. Yes, Manjunath, good. Rajesh, so remove basically doesn't display anything like that. It just removes the element. At pop, it displays the item that has been removed. Yeah. Okay. Good. So this is what I was saying. But reverse, what it does, reverses your string provided the string is okay. Now let me show you an example. One mixed bag. A1, B2. Now what if I do reverse dot reverse? So it should become 2B1A. Okay. So it's reversed. If you want to again reverse it back, then you can do reverse again. Yes, this is one thing. Now, suppose there's a homogeneous list of numbers, number list. 1, 10, 15, 22, and say 12. Now, I want to sort it. Let me see, does it work? So in such cases, there's a method called a sort. So it sorts by default from ascending order, in an ascending order. If you want to sort it in a descending order, you can do sort, but you need to say reverse. You need to specify this keyword saying reverse equals to true. Then it sorts in a descending order with the highest value coming first and subsequently the other lower values. Yeah, Sabina means default value. Default value, reverse default value by default is false. That's what it means. Got it? Now, what I need you to do is quickly try out the sort for yourself. You can take a mixed number system like now integers as well as floats and see how it works. Okay, but you need to do this quickly. 2 minutes. You have 2 minutes and you finish this sort. So interesting stuff after this with the looping techniques. Now we will actually start writing programs. I will give you small programs to write now. Question once again, Swarup. Swarup, you have to sort a list of numbers in ascending and descending order. Just what I've done now, you have to replicate it. Yeah, Aniket, you have got error because it is not a homogeneous data type. Ford, BMW, Volvo, etc. are all strings, whereas the next one is a list. Difference between del and pop, not much difference. Shabina, del just, you are specifically saying this element at index position so and so, and pop is you just pass the index position to it. Correct, Jahnavi. You can't sort between heterogeneous data types. It has to be homogeneous. What is homogeneous data type? So you can't sort numbers and strings. If the list contains numbers and strings, you can't sort them. Correct, Digvijay. Good. Same data types. Correct, Saida. Aniket, that won't be very logical, right? On what basis will you compare a number to a string? Which is bigger? Unless and until you actually start finding out the ASCII numbers and see if that makes sense. Right? ASCII value, yes. But for logical purpose, forget the ASCII. That's why I said ASCII is not something in your day-to-day life. Can you compare a number and a letter? If you want to say, I have a series of numbers, I want to compare which is bigger, this number or this character. Right? So logically, it's not doable. Yes, Aditya, try it out. Absolutely. It will be sorted. Numbers, no, at the end of the day. Revati, I'm not sure what type error you're getting, Revati, where okay, good. You have got a hang now of the list methods. You have understood what list is used for. You have understood what is the purpose of lists. Now, these are very powerful data types, which we use for a whole host of functionalities. Data analysis, data editing, data modifying. Tosif, can you please message this to our ExcelR EDL team? Okay, you can just message them, or Amar sir will tell you towards the end again. Yeah. So Amar, basically Tausif is asking for the registration link. His friends want to join. If you are there, no problem, Tausif, not at all.
Yeah, sure. I will share those.
Yeah. Okay. It's very relevant. Let maximum people get benefit out of this session. So you're doing your friends, you're trying to help your friends, which is very commendable. Wish, just forget the PDF now. Okay, just follow me. If towards the end of the session you're not getting, you tell again. Okay, just follow what I'm saying now. Okay, Swarup is confirming LMS website is now accessing. Okay, thanks Swarup for confirming. Thanks a lot. Okay, guys, we had a lot of study. I take a break in at 7 o'clock. Let's have some fun also. It shouldn't be all study, all work, and no play makes. What's the proverb? All work and no play makes Come on, people, you haven't heard this. Jack a dull boy. Good. Good. Nothing. Right, it makes Jack a dull boy. I got this very funny website. So that they have created memes on Python. Tell me, do you understand this? I have given you actually an idea of this on day one when I was discussing Python and C. Look at this meme and tell me what it is. Why does Python live on land? Because it is above sea level. What do you think it is? No, not that better than C and all. No, no. I have given this explanation. Let me see who is going to know Python is the king, harder than C. No, that's not the reason they are saying this. Come on, give it a try. Xenia, no. No. I won't say better and all. That would be unfair. Both have their different. Although I am a Pythonista. By the way, a Python person is passionate about Python is called as a Pythonista. But I will never tell that about C. C has been the first language I learned programming with, and I am grateful to C. So I will never say that. But why is it above sea level? No. All of you are missing something. No, third gen language, no. Let me see who gets this correct. No, Saida, no wish. Not that reason. No. Come on, guys. 1 more minute I give you to guess. Why are they saying this? Because it is above sea level. Harsh, I would have missed it. Can you say? Sea level, no. Did I tell you on day one that Python was built as a wrapper around C programming, around the C language? Not SEAC, but C. Did I tell you that when Guido designed it, when he developed this language, he developed Python like a wrapper around C so that the strong features of C are still there, but people don't have to work as hard to learn programming. So that is why they're saying because it is above sea level. Yes, it's a play on words, Rahul. But not because, C is not a low-level language. That's not correct. C is a high-level language. C, C++, they're all high-level language. Okay, you can say that it's okay. Rahul says that this means that C is closer to the hardware. Chalo, I will give him that because mostly firmware people still prefer using C or C++ more than Python. But having said that, Python is also used in some hardware applications. Okay, but the reason is that Python was built as a wrapper around C. You do check this out, guys. Okay, do a bit of research on your own. Acha, this is another funny meme I found. Look at this. Before and after coding faces. You have seen the before and after weight loss, no conditions. They put up those photos before, after. Python 1 is smiling. I hope all of you guys will smile after learning Python. Java, the lady is smiling a bit, see? But this guy has the biggest smile. Okay. The JavaScript person is traumatized, yeah. Yes. Not just because it's simple and easy to learn, because it has all other many features also, Kashmira. Java actually was easy to learn. It's become huge now. Yeah, correct. Okay. Chalo, good. We will have some more memes throughout the class. Don't worry. we should have fun also. Okay, so let's take a break quickly. We come back at yes, the meme. Okay, Aishwarya says this meme is us making more smile than Python. No, that's not right, Aishwarya. Python should make you smile more. Okay, chalo, we will take a break. By 7:05 or 7:10 maximum, let's be back. Okay, for those of you who are not taking a break, just revise this whatever I have told, and I want you to understand the basics of loops. Search out what is a for loop, what is a while loop. I'm putting a message here that I'm stepping out. I am stepping out. You can take a break or check out what is a for loop and what is a while loop. Okay, should be easy for you to do this. Most of you would have done this actually many times in your career. Okay, chalo, let's take a quick break. Stretch out, catch up on a cup of tea, coffee, or any other beverage, but be back to your seat. Yeah, Rajesh, just hold your horses. Just go through the concept. We will discuss this in details once I'm back. Thank you. Okay, so I'm back. Okay, let's see. Yes. So people are starting with telling me what is loop. Yes, Taha, definitely you can tell. Please write it down. Doing one task and again, or doing those job. Sai for is a loop if you know how many times to code. Okay, Sanjay, we may initialize the value, check the condition. Okay. Kth key for loop is program language condition. You guys giving me all bombastic programming life concepts. Nobody is giving me one real life example. Aishwarya says a control flow statement that is used to repeatedly execute as long as. Okay, that is fine. Give me a real life existence. Good one, Rahul. Okay. Chalo. Give me a real life example of a loop. Come on, think through something from your real life. Don't give me all these bombastic programming examples, huh? Some you just don't write flock. Tell me how it is. Loop is a student life. Yes, Shanti, good. Any life is loop. Put your favorite song on repeat mode, Aishwarya, good. Daily morning routine, good. Siraj, money, health, honey. Okay, I don't know what that means. Multiplication of tables. Okay, Sanjay, that is a loop. Going college daily is for loop. Okay, Tasif, playing a song on loop. Siddesh, how ATM example? Ah, good. Who said that New Year's example? While. Or loop fight between friends, while loop fight between couple. While. Okay. Okay. So I am giving you a few examples now, right, Kashmira? Sunrise and sunset. My birthday, a loop. Okay. Suppose I wake up every day, say at 6 o'clock, 6 or 6:30, and I have to get ready and I have to board bus number 180 every day by 9 o'clock. Okay. So tell me, can this be a loop? Can this be an example of a loop? Right? This is a loop because we are doing this every day. I'm doing this every day in a loop. Okay. Suppose how many of you have read that Pavlovian dog example? Pavlov's dog example. You have read? Okay. So what happened is Pavlov was a biologist. He used to do an experiment. He used to feed a dog daily at 11 o'clock. Okay. Daily at 11 o'clock or say 12 o'clock, sometime. May not be the time is the same. And what used to happen after a few days, by that time, exactly on that same time, the dog used to start secreting saliva. Because for the dog, this had become a loop this time. So that instinct, he proved the theory of instinct, okay, of habit. So it's a loop. Now, what then is a for loop and what is a while loop? Okay, good, Kashmir. So what then is a for loop and a while loop? In a for loop, we execute something for that statement being true. So the precondition of both a for loop and a while loop is the condition of truth. If this condition is true, do this. In a for loop, the way for loop works is that it checks for this condition being met, executed. So let me say, so for P in Python. Let me see if this works. So see, friends, one thing, many times when you write a piece of code, you will get errors like this. Even seasoned programmers are stuck. So never worry. Even when you're in an interview and you're trying out something new, you might get a problem. So don't worry, just stay cool and just try the code again. For ITR in Python. Print. Okay. Okay. This is, so what effectively I've done here is, can you tell me this in operator, what it does? What operator is it? Can't hear me. Am I on? Oh. Can't hear me? Sanjay says he can't hear me. Voice is loud and clear. Okay, very good. Thanks. So here in is what operator? Quick recap. Thanks, Nivedita. Okay. Membership operator. Good. Not identity, Sabina. Membership. Okay, membership operator. So it is checking whether this ITR is present in Python. If it is, if this condition comes out as true, then it prints the ITR. Now, what is happening here? Look at it. Let me show you. Okay, let me draw an algorithm. Sorry, how do you do start? Right. Now, suppose this is my string object Python. P Y T H O N. Okay, so this is the start point, okay, of the loop. So suppose this object name is ITR. ITR simply stands for something as iterator. What does the term iteration mean? What does the term iteration mean, English term? Repetition. Absolutely right. Okay, repeat once again and again and again. So what happens? This ITR stands for an iterator. So what it does is, from the string Python, it picks up the first character, as if it takes the first character and stores within its belly. Let's say P. Now what is happening? See, for this, now the test of truth being done here is that, is ITR present in Python? Is ITR present in string Python? What is ITR now? What did I tell you at the start point? What is ITR? What is the value of ITR? Shilpa have already increased it. I don't think there's a problem. Actually, I'm shouting also. Is it very bad, Shilpa? Can you not hear at all? Okay. Okay. Shilpa, just see, maybe there's also a problem with your earphone. Just check it. Okay. Thanks, all of you. Okay, Shilpa. Maybe the earphone can sometimes lose off. Maybe if that's the case. Right. So first case, it is P, correct? So is P, capital P, present in the string Python? Yes or no? Yes. Correct. So the statement ITR in P is true. So for this statement being true, enter into this loop. Enter into this sub block of code and print out. Okay. So this is the for loop. This is how a for loop works. Right? Good. Now there's another way in which this could have been done. Okay. So let me now take the example with list itself, not with strings anymore. Let's take the number list. Now, one way of printing this number list, can you then do this? Program it for me and tell. Write a small program, take this list of numbers, either what I've shown you or you can generate on your own, and iterate through this loop using the for loop. Iterate through this list using the for loop and then print out each element of the list. Come on, can you do this for me? Okay, Hafsa, I will, Siraj, I will explain it once more. Don't worry. You first do this. For I in L print. Okay. Sabina, you need to give that colon. For I. Okay, Nikhil. Nikhil, that I is capital and print is with small I. That won't work. Okay, hello. Hello. What you have to do is you have to write a small program that will iterate through the list of numbers, either the one I've shown here or the one you create on your own, and print out each individual element of that list. Okay, good. Yes, right, Harshal. Right, Kamakshi. Yes. Shanti, you're not writing C. You've written the code like C. Don't write it like C. Yes, Jayant. Good. Okay, so done. Now there's another way in which we can do the same problem. Now we will find out each index position. So if I know the index position of each element, then I can print out. So index position wise also I can print out, right? So now we are going to generate the index position of each element of the list and loop through those index positions. This is how we will do it for ITR in length of what? In range of length of number list. Print number list. Oh, oops. Print number list and to it ITR. Now look at this carefully. I've introduced a new function called range. And what have I done? I have done length of number list. So the number of elements in the list. Now this range is a special function inbuilt which generates a range of numbers starting from 0 by default. Total numbers that it generates is dependent on the length of the list over here. So what is length of this list is 5. So when I do range length of number list, it generates numbers from 0 all the way up till 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 numbers it generates starting from 0. Correct? Harshal, check your connectivity. My screen is being shared and my voice is actually, mic shows good amount of volume in decibels. Okay, please check your connectivity. Aisha, what if you remove length? You will get an error. Try it. You will see you will get an error. Okay, so range generates numbers, whole numbers, starting from the starting point that you have given. Suppose I wanted to generate numbers from range 1 to, say, length of number list. Then it would have generated numbers from 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, what then is happening? So this point you saw. So this ITR now, it picks up integers from 0 to 5. And it is checking what ITR is in range this. So is ITR present in basically 0? First case, is a 0 present in this range of numbers from 0 to 5? Do you think it's yes or no, true or false? Yes. Okay. Then the first case ITR is 0. So it prints now the element of the list which is at 0th index position. Then next case, tell me how the loop moves. Now it will pick up 1, correct? From the range of numbers. Is 1 present in the range of numbers from 0 to 4? True or false? True, right. Bingo. So now the index position becomes 1. So this is how the loop is executed now. Okay. So this is one thing. Okay. Here the concept of step size doesn't come in actually. Okay. Who asked it? I forgot. Somebody asked it, but here there's no step size concept. So this is the for loop. What about the while loop then? Let's take the while loop. While loop, what does it mean? Sabina, that was what I was telling you. There's no step size concept here. This range stop. Based on a condition. So again, while loop, basically what it does, while a condition is true. See, for and while, that is the subtle difference. Both these statements, they are evaluating to true. If a condition is true, they are executed. So while means as long as this condition is true. For means for this particular condition being true. Okay. So suppose I is equal to 10. Classic while loop example, while I less than equal to 20, print I. As long as I is less than equal to 20, print I minus equals to 1. What operator is this? Minus equal to? Yes, good. Assignment. Decrement operator and assignment. Yeah. Assignment operator types. And I made some mistake here. Oh, it should have been increased. See how a certain logic change just changes the whole concept. It is going on decreasing. This would have been a infinite loop. Yeah, correct. Should have incremented it by mistake. I decremented it. What's our? So I have to reset it now. I equals to 10. Okay. Okay. Now then, one quick question. Tell me what will be the output of this code. Print true. Tell me what will this code print? The Yashasvi, Nikhil, you have given right answers till now. Okay, hello gives me right. Okay, Aisha, Surapto. That's true. So, friends, true means what? What yeah, it is data type. True is what data type? Boolean. Good. So Boolean true means always true. That means this condition will always be true, and hence this statement will always execute infinite times, infinite times. Whereas this, what of this? What of this statement? What do you think it will do? No loop, nothing, not executed, while loop not executed. Print once true? No. Yes. No loop, because false means Boolean false. It is always false. So while loop is executed only when this expression comes out to be true. Only for as long as it is true. As long as my company gives me a learning opportunity, I continue in the company. The day they stagnate me, I quit, right? Or as long as I don't clear my papers, the university takes me to take that, asks me to take that paper again and again, obviously with a certain cutoff. Okay. So while false will not be executed. Again, building blocks. No, Sabina, it won't. Because while loop is executed only. So how to stop it? An infinite loop. Can you write a program now? Take 5 minutes, set up an infinite loop, and think how you can stop it. Okay, let's move a bit more. Then I will tell you how to stop it. Okay, let's move a bit more. While false. Now then if else statements. Okay. So acha, what about this? While one print one. What of this? What do you think is the answer? One time 11 1 1. Yes, correct. Those of you who are saying infinite loop, you are absolutely correct, because with while, and remember this always, any non-zero number means it is true. With while, when used with while, any non-zero number is true, whereas zero means false. Okay, so loops, both the main important loops, you have an idea now. You have an inkling of it. Now let us come to the conditional statements and the loop control statements. Okay, so conditional statements. Give me an example from your daily life again, not any programming. Yes, Aman, I will tell you. I will give you an idea, then I will ask you to actually code. Aisha, we can use break, but how we can use break, that is what we have to learn now. Okay, so be patient, please. Okay, good that you are understanding and engaging. Good. Okay, come on, tell me, give me an example from your daily life of if, else if, and else conditions. If I study well, then I pass the exam. Good. If with the bus we reach on time or college, else we late. Correct, Roshni. Even or odd, yes. Said, if there are lectures, I go to college, else I stay at home. Kamakshi, yes, right. Score nice. Mark, you get gift. Okay. Good, Tushar. You do get gifts? If not tea, make tea, else drink. Okay. Good. Right. So let me give you some innovative example. If Chandrayaan-3 is inserted properly into the lunar orbit, then it will go for the soft landing of the rover. Else, there's no else condition. It will do. Right? We are very confident about our scientists. They will land it properly. Right? Yeah. Jokes apart. So what happens is if else means if one condition is true, then execute it. Else, if not this and something else, then execute it that. Otherwise, if neither of these conditions are true, then by default use this. Yes, correct. Saida says that gives the condition of even or odd numbers, wherein she divides by 2 and finds the modulo remainder. It's even or odd. Correct. Good. Okay. So this is a condition. Let's quickly write it then. This is the format, friends. I will show you what Saida had given. If n, suppose n is 10, if n percentage 2 equals to 0, print even, else odd. However, I have not given the else if here because only 2 conditions. For else if, what happens is you need to write like this, not else if, but elif. If. Okay, see the reserved keyword. Something, something. Okay. So this is how you write the if else if conditions. Okay. All of you, please write this small piece of code which finds out if a number is even or odd. Please write it. Use the input statement with it. Okay, use the input function with it. Ask the user to input a number, then find out whether it's even or odd. I'm coming to the loop control statements. Hold on. We can use. Correct. Correct. Good, Zania. That's right. Okay. Giving you time till 7:41. Tosif, recording this LMS is for you for lifelong access. Sure, Tosif. Okay. Thank you for joining in. Please join in tomorrow. Aisha, last topic. I will try to cover till the list comprehension and tuples. I don't think I can finish dictionaries today. We'll cover till at least tuples. Okay, guys, one more minute. Okay, good. So I've understood. Now, what you need to do is the same function program, we will extend it. Extend and do what? Now, I have given you a list here, list of numbers. So you need to, out of these, you need to create a new list which contains only the odd numbers. Okay. Or you can actually ignore the floating, just take integer. Create a list of odd numbers, new list of odd numbers. So here you're going to use the concept of looping. What loop will you use to loop through the list? For loop. Okay. How will you check if a number is even or odd? You will use the if else condition, right? If else, good. And then what will you do? How will you go on inserting to a new list? How do you think you will insert into a new list? Yeah. Come on, some list method. Yes, good. Good, Sabina. Saida, not insert. You're close, but it is append. So go on appending the odd numbers to the dummy list that you have initialized first and create the odd number list. Okay. Chalo. Come on, write this program quick. Okay. Good, Kamakshi. Kamakshi, no need. Pass is okay. Fair enough. Or you can put Kamakshi if ITR percentage 2 not equal to 0. Take couple of minutes, friends. It's okay. These are your basics. The stronger you are here, the more any complex programs you can attain easily. Aman, I won't do it for you now. You first try. Farooq, you need to now create a list of odd numbers. It's good what you have done. You need to extend the concept now to create a list of odd numbers using the original list that I had given you, not the user input wala list. Okay, the list that I've given you, you need to loop through each element of it, identify the odd number. See, guys, how the designing should work in your mind. Before writing the code, always think, what are the steps? How am I going to solve this problem? Nikhil, you need to append to the list after identifying even or odd. One more minute, then I will show you. Friends, it's okay. If you're not able to finish the program, don't worry. Don't feel bad. You're trying. That's what matters. If you're even able to think how you can approach, that is very good. If you're not getting an idea, hang of how to even approach, that's perfectly okay. We are in the initial stages. Comes after lots of days of practice. Okay. So don't feel bad. Don't give up. Yeah. Harsh, it will work. Let's see. Let's do it together. Okay, so now I will write the code for you. Okay, so I say that I need to insert all odd numbers into a list, a different list. So let me say list of odd numbers, big name. I'm saying it's a blank list. There's nothing there. Okay. Now what am I saying? I'm saying loop the list. See, now am I commenting? Loop through the original list. Oh, here it's creating a problem. I will actually open it in a file mode. Okay. Oh, sorry. No need to open in file mode. I didn't give the colon. That is why it gave me a syntax error. Root through the original list. Now what? I am identifying if this is a even number or odd number. If ITR divided by 2, the modulo remainder is not 0, then what? Means odd number. Now what? Append to the list of odd numbers. Dot append. Append whom? Append the particular. Append the odd number. Else what? Else I say pass. Now here's what pass means. Pass means do nothing. Don't bother. It's just a dummy code or pseudo code. There's no functionality that is executed. Now, how does my odd numbers list look like? So it's only 3 or 5. Okay. So this is how you need to think. Guys, the point here I want to show is how you should approach a problem. Many times you will get stuck. You will think, I need to code first. No, just break it down as a normal day-to-day problem. How you would attack a problem in your life, attack it that way. No, it's not similar to continue, Anna Kumari. Yeah. So now you see, this is my, how many lines have I written for it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the same thing, I can do it in one line. Now here's the beauty of Python. List of odd numbers is equals to ITR for ITR in LST if ITR %2 is not equal to 0. This entire 5 numbers now comes down to one line. And this is known as list comprehension. No, Sabina, this is for for loops. Okay. Yeah. This 5-line code now becomes a single line. And that's the charm, the power, the simplicity, the dignity that Python brings to your coding platform. Got it? Need to digest it now. Understand what I have done. The same code here. The same for ITR in list is here. Okay. Then if ITR percentage 2 not 0, it is here. And finally, this one here. Here, append to this. Yes, Yashasvi. I'm going to explain it again. This first, whenever you look at a list comprehension, look at this for loop first. That is the first starting point of your list comprehension. Is the for loop. Then it checks something. If there's a if or else if, it checks. If ITR percentage 2 is not equal to 0. So that same statement, I'm checking now if so I've iterated through the list, got the first element. Is the first element even or odd? I do a modular divide. Modular remainder basically. It's not equal to 0. If it is not equal to 0, take this ITR over here that you see, the same thing, and append to this. This over here, LST odd numbers equals to, means append this to LST of odd numbers. Sabina, yes, this works with append. Here, appending is the key, not extend, okay? Kamakshi, it is known as list comprehension. Okay, yeah, very powerful technique. Harsh, hold on, Harsh. Just focus on this topic. Just focus. No worries. If it's going infinite, we will see what's the problem. Okay, so this is list comprehension. Okay, now with loops, there are two more loop control statements that we use. One is called break and the other is called continue. In break, what happens? The loop goes on and on and on till a particular condition is met for which the loop is broken off or discontinued. Okay, so the loop is discontinued. Suppose I say for ITR and Honolulu. Okay. I say print ITR. However, if ITR is equal to what? Let's say U. Then break. Let's see what happens. See? Honolulu. Why did it print U? Because the U was already in ITR before it broke off. What if we had done it this way? Break, otherwise print else. Let me now put it in else. Else print ITR. Okay. Wait, I want to show you something. And so break means the loop was terminated. With continue, what happens is it just skips that execution and comes back to the loop. Let's say if ITR equals to U, then what happened? Don't go till the end of the loop. Just go back to the beginning. To state what I'm making sense of. Say print See, all the U's are skipped. The loop is not broken. The loop is continued. However, after the continue, what happens? It goes back from here to here. It doesn't come out of this block of code and continue with the rest of the code execution. It comes back here. So this is the difference between break, continue, and pass. Are you clear? These three loop control statements: break, continue, and pass. Continue is jump back. That is what you can think of it. Yeah? Now I have told you how the break control statements, I have told you how to set up the loops. Now what you need to note as your assignment here, there are two programs for you. Please make a note of your assignments. Goto is not there, Tushar, here in Python. Okay, Goto is not at all there. Goto would go to a line. Goes back. Okay. So here now your assignments are as follows. I'm writing it down for you. Anybody is on YouTube, that person can also note it down. Assignments. One is study tuple and come. Okay, tomorrow you need to tell me what is tuple, what are the functions associated with tuple, how tuple is different from list. Two is write a set up an infinite while loop, put in a if condition with break to terminate the loop. Okay, this is your next question. You're setting up an infinite while loop, but you will have to smartly put in a if condition with a break statement so that the loop is terminated on that particular if condition being met. 3 is you have a list as follows. 1, 3, 3, 3, 4, 5, 7, 3, 3, 2. Okay, this is your list. Remove all occurrences of the number 3. You can do it in this list itself, or you can actually do it in another list, new list. Okay, what I mean to say is if you can remove from this original list itself, or you can create a new list without 3s. That also you can do. If you take the second approach, you need to use list comprehension. Am I clear? Yes. I'm putting all these programs in your DM, all these assignments in your DM. Aman, that's what is your assignment. If I tell you, then it will be my assignment. Sania, past statement means do nothing. It's just blank. If you don't keep anything after a else or else if, whatever, or if, the interpreter will throw you an error. Nivedita, you will have these in your LMS, no? Why are you worried? Yes, good observation, Roshni. Roshni is saying, sir, in the break example, you use sep and end. Will you say about it? Okay, that's also your assignment. Read in details about print statement, print function, sorry, and understand the use of the understand the usage of the flag called end. Okay, chalo, this is your, so 4 assignments. You have to come doing all these 4 tomorrow. Thank you, Nishant. Appreciated. Thank you, Tushar. Okay. Chalo, I have taken some extra time today, but that's okay. We should not be very rigid, but time, 5 more minutes, and you can ask your questions, your doubts. I will continue till 8:10. So those of you who wish to leave, you can leave. Those of you who can who want to ask me questions can stay back. Manjunath, all threes should be removed, not duplicates, all threes. Thank you, Digvijay. Good night. My font size is very small. Sadika had been increasing it a lot. Your format. Let me see if I can increase it. It's duly noted. Let me try and increase it. Please tell me, is it okay now? Is it okay? Thank you, Roshni. Please join again tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you, Aditya. Good night. Yes. Thank you, Kamachi. Good, Zenia. Yeah, it is right. Try the other approach also. From the original list only, try removing. Thank you, Venkat. Thank you. Thank you, Aarti. Thanks, Rohan. Yes, yes. Note 9, please board your train. Have a safe and happy journey. शुभ रात्रि आपको भी. Yes, Sania, thank you so much. Okay, Rahul. I'm so glad you like the memes. We will have more of it. Okay. Okay. So if there are no further questions, then I will also drop off. Amar, over to you.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much. So, guys, if you have any question for me, please drop in the chat box, or else we'll wind up the session.
Friends, please don't raise your hands. Okay, we are disabling it. We are not taking questions for you to raise your hands. Understand it, because there are lots of people. If everybody is unmuted, can understand the chaos. So please type in your questions to me or Amar sir.
Kirti is saying, hi sir, I am new joining here. Yes, Kirti, so you required the LMS access, so please drop an email to EDL. I'm sharing the email with you. Sir, can you send the registration link? Yeah, Vaishnavi, I'm sharing with you. Just a minute.
Thank you, Siddesh. Yeah.
You're welcome, Kirti. Akansha Pani, sir, how can we check our attendance? You only know that how many session attended by you and mark the attendance as well. So you can calculate on your own. Aditya,
Amar,
if you don't,
Sadika ji is asking, sir, recording where you have to see. I understand she's also from the faculty. So,
Mhm.
Sadika ji, is that correct? You're from the faculty, right? So she's asking where she can see the recording.
Yeah, you can go through the LMS. I hope you have LMS access. If not, then drop an email. We'll give you. I'm sharing the EDL email ID with all of you guys. Kindly share the registration link. I need to share with my student. Just I'm sharing it. Share. Anything else, guys? Quick. No doubt. Okay. When you send recordings are there in the LMS, so you can visit. LMS is now having the accessing the PPTs. Yes, sir. Thank you so much for informing. Very useful and informative training. Thank you. Kirti, time is same only 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. every day, Monday to Friday. We're done with the 4 days, 11 more days to go. Clear? Excuse me, sir. I have joined the class 3 days, but I didn't give my attendance. So you need to take care of your attendance, guys, as 60% attendance is mandatory to get the certificate. Okay, you're welcome. No problem.
In EDL mail, you mail them, they will give you the link where you have to access the LMS. They won't
Yes.
directly understand. There's no offline things being sent through mail, WhatsApp, anything. It's all through the learning management system, which is called as LMS. Vigneshwar, assignment is not in LMS. This I'm giving you offline here. You need to come back having done it. It's not part of the LMS assignment. Amar, LMS assignment, can you please update them? I'm
Yes, so
getting a
we'll
few
upload
more
the LMS
questions.
assignment after completion of the program.
Okay, yeah.
So the
That's
assignment
it.
is just for practice purpose, guys. No need to submit that assignment.
Okay.
YouTube participants are asking for attendance link. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, share
In
guys.
case there are more questions, we can wind up. Amar, can I leave?
Yes,
There are
please.
no any
It's already
questions from
8 p.m.
YouTube? Yeah, that's okay. If YouTube any questions are coming in, I can stay back for a few more minutes. Otherwise, we'll
No,
drop off.
only attendance link, no problem.
Okay, okay. Thanks a
Yes.
lot. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
Have a great evening. And we meet again tomorrow, fresh, recharged, and for another exciting and dynamic session. Bye. Thanks a lot.
How many days total? The program is for 15 days, guys. 15 days, 30 hours. Please, could you share with me again what you want? Training will be on which day, sir? Monday to Friday. Hello, replay me. Yeah, what's your question? How to know my attendance percent? Please send me. This is your question. So you need to check your attendance on your own. After completion of the program, we are able to help you on the same. But for now, you need to check on your own. Vignesh, about lot, sir. What is a lot? What are you asking? Can you elaborate, please, if possible? Sir, please recording send me. We are not able to send the recordings. We already uploaded that recordings over the LMS. If you are not able to access the LMS, so please drop an email to our team. They will give you the LMS access and they will help you to access that as well. I'm sharing that email ID with you. I hope there is no question now. So we'll wind up for the day. Once again, thank you so much, guys, for joining the session, and we'll meet you on tomorrow at same time. Till now, bye bye.